call me on and, of course, ask questions regarding things to do with emerging tech trends for creatives. We're here with RKC Boss. Yes, his name is Noriega Donself. Mr. Donself, great to have you on the show. Now, let's now go straight into something very, very important, the distribution.
Yeah.
How has tech transformed distribution in music? I feel that you're an expert in.
I think when it comes to streaming, yeah.
Yes.
Nowadays, if you look at like most DSPs, digital service providers, yeah.
Okay.
There's usually what we call like personalized playlists.
Yes.
Nowadays, users can, create your own, playlists, on the platforms, which now helps, the artist to, like generate even more revenue.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Mostly for artists, they need to like, just teach, even like the fans.
Yes.
How to, set those, playlists.
Okay.
Also, just, the discovery of music on those platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you have with, artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And also the AI, algorithm.
Right.
It's easier to have like, to do discovery for good music.
Mm-hmm.
For an example is, I'll give an example for, my artist,
Mm-hmm.
Lexel.
Right.
See, he has, the biggest song on Spotify. And what people
Is it by your side?
No. It's called Bounce. Bounce.
Bounce. Awesome.
Which has
awesome.
over 15 million streams on Spotify alone.
Okay.
Biggest song on Spotify for a Kenyan artist.
Wow.
And you see, this is a new artist. He's not even 2 years in the game.
Right.
But because of those trends, the algorithm picked it up as, an Afrobeat sort of a sound.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just made it easier for people all over the world to, discover good music.
True.
Then also we have, things like when it comes to payments.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, for example, we have blockchain technology.
Yes.
Have all these cryptocurrencies.
Uh-huh.
Nowadays, most, all these service providers,
Okay.
DSPs, they have like different ways of making payments. It doesn't have to be, through just your bank accounts.
Yeah.
You can, they can even pay you in crypto.
Ah.
Some, pay you through PayPal.
Yes.
Which, kind of makes it easy and, brings a lot of, transparencies, because now you don't need like even like middlemen in the music business.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just directly to you.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. So that is how it helps the artist. How about creatives such as producers and, for example, you, who's a record label owner? How has, this new transformation in the sort of like distribution helped you also maximize on your revenue collection?
Let's say marketing mostly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For record labels, technology helps us to do proper marketing and easier marketing in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, we have like different softwares.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, for example, TikTok.
Yes.
TikTok is a really good platform where if you have your song, trending on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
it automatically translates to numbers on now these revenue streaming, platforms such as
Right.
Spotify.
Yes.
So now what we do is, you just find ways. You have to understand, the trends.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's very important. So when you understand the trends, a big example of a song, that was big on, because of like TikTok was, Dusma.
Yes.
And we have a song by Major, remember Utaniweza. All those
Ile
songs.
utawezana.
Yeah, Utawezana.
Yeah, it became very big, yes.
Became big because of,
TikTok.
people understanding how these emerging trends can have, positive, impact on the, on the music. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So when you talk about this, in this span of 1 hour, when we're having this conversation, it necessarily doesn't mean that somebody's going to be packed with the information. You're going to need to be thirsty for this knowledge, especially artists and creatives. So we're just triggering this conversation. How do you sort of like train your artist and other artists in general so that they can be aware of some of these huge opportunities and, they transform their careers?
Now, the training part, I can't really speak much on it because I believe anybody who wants to learn will find a way to acquire knowledge.
Okay.
So you have to have an interest, and that's why. And also, we started. There's different like how can I put it? There's different initiatives by different, stakeholders in, in the music business to just bring awareness and educate. But what I would like to say is we need to really, really make it like a habit, because there's so much in the music business that a lot of people don't understand.
Okay.
Even just like a lot even happening just in our country, when you hear people complaining about MCSK, you hear people talking about all these camp, all
Yes.
these CMOs.
Yes.
Sometimes the complaints is because of people not actually doing what they're supposed to do.
The research to know exactly.
Yeah, even the artists sometimes they end up complaining, but the complaints are usually because they didn't really understand. They were supposed to do a few things to be able to get what they want.
Okay.
Of course, there's issues. I don't want to get into that,
Yes.
but also the artists need to like enlighten themselves.
Right. So there's
When I say
personal effort
artists,
you must make
yeah.
this and show the interest as well.
Yeah. And when I talk about the artist, I'm referring to like the artist and the team now, the management,
Okay.
record label,
Yes.
everybody who's a part of the brand.
Okay, interesting. I love that. Then we will come back in just a bit and then touch on the transformation that has been made by tech in things like visual storytelling and music videos as well, because we've seen a huge difference 5 years ago and right now things are totally different and even more beautiful. So you need to stand by for that. Meanwhile,